Hello again, YouTube, Jack of all trades. Well, question I get quite a bit out of the ham shack is what is crossband repeat? Something I use quite often. I live in a very low line area, lived right next to the river, so for me to get a signal out, it's very difficult. I utilize crossband repeat in most of the QSOs I make. Here's kind of how it works and how I use it. Normal ham operation, VHF operation on a 2-meter repeater, your local area, everybody is communicating with the repeater. And that's how they communicate with each other. They don't talk from person to person, that's called simplex. They talk off the repeater. So they talk up to the repeater rebroadcasts them out for everyone to hear. Now, it works great, but say I want to talk to somebody way over here and they're talking to the repeater and now I can't get to the repeater. I have an issue where there is something in the way blocking my signal, or I'm in a low area, or whatever it might be, interference, and my radio is just not powerful enough to make the trip. I can do what's called crossband repeat. And it's kind of a way of cheating to get back to the repeater, but I can talk on the UHF radio into my home station, which is where the crossband repeat system is set up, and then right back out again on VHF. The radio setup that I have instantly rebroadcasts my transmission. So I talk in UHF, right back out again on VHF, but now I'm using my high power radio, my much higher antenna, got more gains, got more power. So now I can't make this trip, but I can make this trip. So it gets me around my obstacle. VHF and UHF radio operations utilize like a line of sight technology. Anything that gets in the way hampers it considerably. So by having this little trick in our toolbox, we're able to get around the obstacle and we're able to talk to each other. So everybody thinks that I'm on VHF, everybody assumes that's what I'm doing because that's what they're listening to, is a VHF repeater. But in reality, I'm over here with my own UHF setup that's going in UHF and coming right back out VHF. So now when the repeater talks back to me and it comes in VHF, it gets rebroadcasted immediately back out in UHF for me to hear. Now, it wouldn't have to be just me over here. I could have all kinds of users over here if I wanted, but I don't have it set up that way. I have it locked down with tone, so only I have the key to get in the door. Although other people can hear this, they're not going to be able to access it and key up the radio and cause it to talk. But in a nutshell, this is crossband repeat, what it does, how it works. Very simple, very effective. It gives the ham the ability to use his big station antenna, power of the big station radios, but in a very portable and very convenient way, where he's not tethered to his station any longer. He can run around and do his wireless operations, go live life as if it was normal, do whatever he needs to do on the farm, and be away from his big radios, but have that power at his disposal at all times. But that is it in a nutshell. Thanks, YouTube.